Hey there, ninjas. So if you are anything like me in the very beginning of your childcare business, one of the most exciting parts was actually seeing your logo, right? I was super psyched once I got it, and I just wanted to put it like everywhere. But I'm going to encourage you to stop, slow down, put the brakes on, and take a moment to think about other ways to brand your childcare business and get yourself out there to your potential clients. So today, inside, we're going to talk about how to use your 5 senses to help you really successfully brand your childcare business. Are you ready to go to the next level? Then meet me inside for this week's Monday Moves. See you soon. Hey ninjas, welcome back. Nikki B here, the founder and owner of ChildcareNinjas.com. Most of you know that in 2006, I started my home childcare business and have grown it to a multiple 6-figure income along with multiple facilities. And now I help other women grow and start a successful childcare business. I do my best to help you make it simple, fun, and successful in your childcare ownership journey. And each Monday I come in here and I give you a strategy or a tip to help you do just that inside your childcare business. Tonight, we are going to be talking about branding our childcare business, which most people look at and think, oh, well, I have my logo and that is branding. However, there's so much more to it. And I want to encourage you tonight to look at your 5 senses as a way of branding your childcare business. So often we forget about all the other ways and all the other things that we can do to help let people know who we are, what we stand for, and what makes our childcare business different from the childcare business down the street. We're going to look at other ways to actually make ourselves stand out to other potential clients. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive in. And before I dive in, actually, let me just welcome anyone who is here tonight for the first time. If you are, make sure that you click on that subscribe button down below and also click on the bell so that you don't miss another episode. And if this is not your first time and you are joining me again, welcome and thank you for continuing your journey with me. So now we're going to go ahead and really dive into tonight's episode of Monday Moves. Okay, so often when we are talking about branding our business, we are really talking about our logo. I've got my logo, okay? And it's important. It is absolutely important to have something that kind of sets you apart from the other childcare businesses that may be in your area. So it's great if you already have your logo. And if you don't, then definitely hang tight because we'll talk a little bit about that in our next episode. But if you already have your logo, then there are many things that you are going to want to do with that. And like I said, we'll talk about that in another episode. But tonight I wanted to talk about actually some other areas that we might want to look at whenever we're branding. It's not only about our logo. When we're talking about branding our childcare business, there's so many other ways to get people to remember us. And so I wanted to kind of come in here and help you guys think of some unique ways to do that. And I figured what better way to do unique when branding than to use our senses, right? Okay, so when we're talking in this particular area, then think about the things that you are doing and how you can implement those ideas or some of these ideas into your childcare business. So when we're talking about, let's start off with our site, obviously. Okay, so are we using our logo, on our sign, on any communication that we are sending out? And don't forget about when you are sending out an email, do people know who you are automatically? You do want to definitely use your logo in those areas as far as like putting it in your email. And if you don't know how to do that, you can definitely find another YouTube video or Google or something in order to figure out how to actually put your logo in your signature in your email. So it's automatically there and it's popping up all the time whenever you send any correspondence out to anyone, whether it is a potential client or, some other part of your business, a vendor or potential hire, new hire, or just in general. Maybe when you're sending out your press releases and things like that, or inquiring about something for your business. But you want to make sure that you're using your logo inside of your digital communications as well as your hard copy communications, like your memos to your parents that might be on paper, your schedules, any newsletters, things like that. But also, of course, your signage outside, or on your windows or banners or however you do that. Also looking at things like if you are deciding to wear a uniform inside your childcare business and things like that. So site is definitely important. So you definitely want to brand yourself with a logo and have that logo visible on everything that deals with your childcare business. But have you thought about, I don't know, maybe taste or smell? These are areas that we don't normally think about, but that can really, really set you apart and make you really remembered, okay, by your potential clients, especially, and I'm thinking along the lines of when we are doing a tour with a parent. And the lovely thing is that inside of your home childcare business, this can really, really, really be so simple, but it's something that we don't really think about. So if you are touring a parent, what better way than to maybe have some cookies ready or something like that, then maybe have your little logo on them. Or maybe if you're not that creative, maybe just like your name for your childcare business. And you can offer that, maybe a bottled water with a label for your childcare business, things like that. While you think it doesn't really make a difference, it is going to kind of set you apart because people will remember oh, that was the daycare I had those cookies at. It smelled so good in there while you were baking, things like that. And it's funny because it's actually something that I thought about when I was looking at homes before. And one of the real estate ladies was like, oh yeah, I always put on, some fresh baked cookies or brownies or something for my clients when I know they're coming when we're doing an open house. And I was like, that was such a cool idea. And then I was like, wait a minute, that's a cool idea for a home childcare business too. Why not? So things like that can be really, really cool for that person who is still doing their childcare business out of your home. You have an opportunity to really set yourself apart and be remembered. So do not think small, think big, but be creative in that and think outside the box. Okay? All right. So that is smell. Now, what about, I don't know, touch? How do we do things like that? How do we promote and brand our business when it comes to touch? And I think the quickest way or the quickest thing that we think about are things like, having pens and things like that, which is a great idea. The little squeezy balls. Think about those promotional items that you can get that you can put your business logo, your business name on. And I know, do not think that all of these things have to be super expensive because they don't. You can get things so inexpensive and you can make your own labels if you need to for certain things, if it's just a label that you need on it. But I just want to get you to thinking outside of the box when it comes to branding your childcare business. And I believe that thinking on the most basic level of using our senses, our five senses, is one of those great ways to do that. And so when you sit down and maybe jot down, even if you make a column, make a list of things, you can put your five senses down and then think about things that you really, really would love to share or give or, whatever, that you could implement into your childcare business that have your logo on there, or that can just make it extremely memorable for those people that are coming to your childcare business, whether it is a potential client or even your current clients, and even in the smell of your childcare business, whether it is in your home or even if you are in a small center, maybe even a big one, but I noticed it more in smaller group settings because I don't know why, but I just seem to notice it more so in a smaller group setting type of childcare. But you can definitely like use a diffuser with, a certain smell that just really makes it smell really, really nice in there, especially considering we have diapers we are changing constantly, and different smells that don't always smell lovely. So it is nice to walk into a childcare business and have a really, really nice smell hit me as I hit the door. I love it when I walk in into my childcare in the morning, and the oils or the diffusers going, and I can smell it. I'm like, oh, it just smells so nice when I come in the door, and I just love that smell because sometimes by the end of the day you're like, whoa, who did that? Okay, so just thinking about our five senses, how we can use them to just get people to a point of remembering something special, because it is our experiences that we have with brands that really cause us to pick one over the other, and or consider one over the other a little more. And think about that in your own experiences. And that's one great place to start, is with our own experiences. So think about your favorite bag company, or your favorite shoe company, or, whatever, maybe even your favorite restaurant. What about that makes you keep going there or makes it your favorite? So think about those things and think about how they brand their company and be creative. How can you implement some of those branding ideas that are getting you inside your childcare business so that, someone else feels the same way about you? So I just wanted to give you those things, those tips to help you, this evening really, really consider how you can be different inside your childcare business and really touch on some unique ideas and some unique ways to set yourself apart from some of the other childcare businesses that may be around you. So don't, in the beginning, just write down everything you can think of. Think of your favorite companies. Think of how they do things and how they brand you and how they pull you in. And are there any ideas that they are doing or have done that have really, really inspired you? And think of how you can use those things inside your childcare business. And I believe that if you can find a way to do it, then you can also find an inexpensive way to do it. So if there's something specific that you really, really like, be creative about it. Find a way to get it done on a budget, because I guarantee you there probably is a small budgeted way that you could get it done. And if not, then maybe it's time for you to create a budgeted way to do that. Pinterest is a big help. I say that all the time. Just don't get lost in there. Okay. But that is what I wanted to talk with you about tonight. Starting with using your senses as a way for you to really think about and create ways for you to brand your childcare business, and not just only be looking at using your logo and just putting it everywhere and considering yourself branded. Think outside the box. Think of some other ways. Think of some unique ways to be able to do that as well. And I think you will set yourself apart from your competitors, and really, really begin to get yourself out there and and build that trust, know, and like or love factor with your potential clients. So I hope this helps. I hope that, these ideas are a great inspiration to you. And if you want to learn some more ideas, then you will definitely want to join me over on the Facebook group. The link is down below in the description, so make sure you take a look at that. And also be sure to get my checklist. My freebie this week is definitely a checklist for some ideas for you to use your five senses and brand your childcare business. These are unique ways that maybe you haven't thought about before, and I hope that they will help you grow your childcare business successfully and in a fun manner, because it should be fun coming up with some ideas that are unique and different for you to brand your business. So click on the link below and get your free resource. Don't forget about it. And then, like I said before, make sure that you click on that bell, click on the subscribe button below and the bell. Make sure you don't miss another episode. And I will see you back here next week. Have an awesome and an amazing week, Ninja. Stay amazing. You got this. Bye. Your childcare ownership journey. Keep me posted. Let me know how things are going. And until next week, have a great week. Bye.